Cousins, welcome to my channel. I am Courtney Noel, and clearly I am Courtney Noel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are oldie but a goldie, hey girl, hey boy, hey, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a nurse related video where we discuss condition code 44. So if you are an aspiring utilization review nurse, or if you are a new utilization review nurse, or if you just want to be plain old nosy, go ahead and stay tuned to this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and ring my bell. Ring my bell. My bell. Ring a ling a ling. Ring my bell so you can stay notified of my weekly videos. Alright guys, let's just get right into it. We are going to be talking about condition code 44, but before we dive deep, I just want to say, number one, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. Stick to the policy, stick to the CMS guidelines, and stick to your facility guideline, because baby, my name Bennett and I ain't in it, okay? Well, condition code 44 applies to your straight Medicare patients, okay? This is not for any other patient. As far as I know, it's for your straight Medicare patients. And this is because the patient was admitted to the wrong level of care or converted to the wrong level of care, which is typically inpatient, or it is inpatient. So say you have a patient, your physician admitted that patient to inpatient, you as the utilization review team, along with your physician advisors, or however process you determine a rollback is appropriate, is found out, and that Medicare patient needs to be rolled back to observation / outpatient level of care. When that happens, you have to, for a straight Medicare patient, you have to do a condition code 44. And the steps to do this is different in every facility, but one thing I know for sure is that this order, the rollback, has to be done by the physician, and has to be done and signed by the physician, and there has to be documentation of the patient getting the appropriate documentation from Medicare, whether that's a Moon or whatever your facility does. I'm trying to keep it general because I don't want you to get fixated on anything or any verbiage that I say. So what it is that the patient was admitted or converted to inpatient. Inpatient was deemed inappropriate by the UR team, whether that's done through escalation to the physician advisor, escalation to the leadership team. That has been determined the patient is not in the appropriate level of care and needs to be rolled back to observation outpatient level of care. Once that is determined, you are supposed to contact that ordering or admitting physician, however you do it at your facility, and the order has to be placed by that physician for the rollback to observation, okay? There needs to be a lot of documentation done about this. Everywhere is different. For instance, back in my day, we used to have the physician had to sign to do the rollback. Once he did that, we had a paper order that we used to have and put in the chart that had to be signed by the physician. We also had to, of course, the case manager had to give out the Moon, I believe, and then we also had to do it in our financial system. So every facility has their different steps, but it requires a signed order by the physician and documentation of the rollback by your UR staff, okay? And the reason why the Medicare patient receives the Moon, I believe it's the Moon, receives the Moon letter is because they need to be notified that their status has changed, or their level of care has changed from inpatient to observation / outpatient, same thing, level of care, because it will be more of an out-of-pocket expense for that patient. So those are the 3 steps that you really need. You really need to identify and clarify that this patient is appropriate for a rollback, and the physician has to place the order, and the patient needs to be made aware with documentation in a chart into the patient that their level of care has changed to observation / outpatient level of care. Now, what happens, sometimes you get where the physician places the wrong order. There is some documentation the physician can place in the chart, but I will leave that to be explained by your facility, because that could get very sticky. And also, I need to note this too. From what I know, the patient has to be physically in the hospital in order to do that rollback, to come roll back to ops. Most places, if the discharge order is already placed, they will not do a condition code 44. Most places that I know. Maybe your facility is different, but most places, say for instance, you sent your case for secondary review, the physician advisor says no, roll back to observation, condition code 44, and you get ready to do it, and you go to the patient's chart and they have a discharge order. Do not do a condition code 44 in most places, but please follow your facility's instructions. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. Ask any questions if you need any clarifications. I'll be happy to do so. Most importantly, I want you to know that I love you, but Jesus, he loves you so much more. God bless you.